Hey everyone, today, fall decor ideas. Let's create scarecrow boots, beautiful sunflowers, and a scarecrow hat. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Tonya, and if you're returning, welcome back. And I do hope that you all like, share, and subscribe. Now for our first design, just going to take a paper plate, cut out a circle with some cotton fabric. Then I'm going to be taking one of those chenille rugs again from Dollar Tree. And we're going to be using that for the center of the sunflower. Everyone, I picked up some of these mums from Dollar Tree, took them apart, cut them in half, and they made the perfect little petals of the sunflower. This design could not have been simpler. I know you're going to enjoy this one. I have been making several of these to give as gifts and to put in my home. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm just taking just one little piece of the flower that I cut apart and just gluing it on my cotton fabric, because this is going to be the back side. And if you have been watching me, you know that I made a beautiful pumpkin wreath out of this same chenille rug. And I'll leave that one linked for you in the description below if you haven't seen that yet. But what you'll keep doing is just adding these little flower petals all the way around your piece of your cotton, and then we're going to be putting that rug on top and using just some simple pillow stuffing to kind of raise up the center of this sunflower. And everyone, these could not have turned out cuter. And we'll get these glued on, and then I'll show you the technique that you'll need to do in order to get that rug glued on where all of the raw edges are covered and you won't be able to see them. Now you could sew this design if you wanted to, but I wanted to make this quick and simple for you today. Now I'm just going to start putting some glue down underneath the little petals, and you can see I'm putting the front side of the rug there and just kind of bending it over, and that way it's going to look really clean and neat when I pull it forward. And you only glue it around probably enough to leave about a 4-inch or 5-inch opening, and then just take your stuffing and just shove that right in there. Get this little sunflower as full as you want it to be, and you're supposed to have that extra fabric like that because that's what you're going to be folding under. You'll see here in a moment. And that allows you to kind of tuck this under really neatly, and that's going to make your sunflower have that perfect round shape in the center. But everyone, I absolutely love these. I was so excited to create these and share them with you, and I hope this is one that you'll be making for the fall season to display in your home. Now this one I made with a paper plate. This one I used a large pie dish, and I just wanted to show you, the larger you make these, the easier it is to maneuver your fabric around. Once again, just leave that little 4 or 5-inch opening and just stuff that in there, fold your fabric under and glue it down. And everyone, this one right here was basically completely Dollar Tree, and I used all the flowers came from there, and the piece of fabric I, of course, had in my stash. But everyone, aren't those adorable? But now here's another one. I took a towel, done the same thing, and then I'm going to be adding a little bit of the leaves and just trying to add a little bit of something different to these. I just wanted you to see that you can have a variety of these and just use different fabrics. Same technique, putting that fabric on there, stuffing this one up, and you have got some of the most beautiful little sunflower heads to display. And here they all are, the ones that I created, and here they are displayed. Okay everyone, for our next design, I'm just going to take this little boot that I had sketched out, and I just looked up some scarecrow boots on Google, and I found all different ones and just kind of drew one on a piece of typing paper. But you're going to want to have 2 pieces of fabric, so you'll need 4 pieces of fabric all together because we're going to make these where you can stuff them like a pillow. Everyone, these turned out so cute. I cannot wait for you to see how these are at the end. But what I'm going to do is you could flip it over and do them opposite directions if you like, but I'm going to be putting a hanger on these. Now I am using upholstery thread and just a doll needle, and I'm just going to stitch around the edges to hold my fabric together. I tried to glue these. That did not work very well, so I definitely suggest using a sewing machine or just hand stitch it like I'm doing here, because we're going to be just lightly stuffing them with some pillow stuffing, and that's what makes these look so cute. Well, while I'm working on these boots, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing to my channel. I am getting so close to the 10,000, and when I do so, I am going to do a giveaway. So definitely, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do so, and I would love it if you leave me a comment. And if you're enjoying today's video, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. All of those things really help me on my journey with YouTube and being able to get my content out to share with more people. But everyone, here are those boots. Are they not adorable? And I haven't even decorated them yet. Now, I had this piece of fabric in my fabric stash, and I thought this was so perfect. This reminds me of kind of like a flannel shirt. But what I'm going to do is just kind of shape it around the boot to get the size that I need. And then I have a little tip that I wanted to share with you. I like to use that heat and bond adhesive tape, and you just iron this stuff on. Everyone, I use this all the time for doll making and just several different projects. So if you've never used that, it's in the fabric section of like Walmart area there, but definitely worth it. You can see how I'm using it. I just kind of take my fabric, fold it over, get it where I need it, and I just cut off a piece of this heat and bond adhesive tape, and you just iron it on, and it permanently locks it in there. But now I'm going to start slipping this over the top of these little boots, and this is when this design really starts coming together. And it, like I said, I may do a little set of witch boots also, but I hope that you will enjoy this one as much as I have enjoyed creating it, because these turn out so adorable. And you can see I'm doing that again with that heat and bond. I just popped some under the edge there, and it really holds, and it's so quick to create designs like this. And I'm going to take another little piece and just tuck it right under there. I do it on the front and the back side of these just so it holds. But everyone, are these little boots not the cutest? Now, once I get these put together, I'm going to go ahead and stitch on these little buttons. I just picked up these two little buttons at Walmart. I just thought this was so cute, so I wanted to add these on. I was actually looking online, and I think a couple of these designs I seen in, I think it was the Antique Farmhouse, and I just said, oh, I've got to make these. But now I'm going to take and make the hanger, and I just wanted to pull out like a different type of fabric, but yet one that still coordinated with the colors that I was wanting to use. And I don't know about you, but I love to take like a plaid print and something that maybe has tiny little florals on it like this one does, and just add them together. I just think it makes such a pretty design. And you can see I use that tape again. Now what I'm doing with the hanger, I'm going to glue it right there to the bottom on the inside, and I'm using some of the heat and bond tape. Sorry, the heat and bond, not glue. And I'm just going to press that in there, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other little boot. And then we're going to finish this off by adding some little hay coming out of the top, and then I'm going to add some more of this fabric that we're attaching for the hanger to put around the top of these, just to finish them off with a nice pretty little accent. But everyone, these are wonderful. You can hang these off of a chair. You can hang these on the wall. You could even hang these on your front door just for that little something, you know, to say it's fall. But I love how these turned out. Now I am using the hula skirt that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and a lot of the supplies that I used today was from Dollar Tree. Everyone, look at these. I could not love these more. These are so cute. And then I just thought adding that little bit of that fabric around the top of the boot part to match the hanger just finished these off perfectly. You'll have to let me know what you think of this one and if you're going to give this one a try. Because I'm definitely going to, I think, do the little witch boots. You'll have to let me know if you want me to create a set of those witch boots, because I have a little different idea to do for those. So if you want to see that, drop that in the comments and say, yes, do the witch boots also. Now that I did hot glue on this little part right here. But everyone, here they are, and I've got them just setting up for you to see with my little vignette area. But everyone, I absolutely love these, and I hope you do also. Now for this design, we're going to start out by making this pumpkin. This is just a scrap piece of fabric. I stitched around the edges because I wanted to be able to gather it. And then it's got a slit cut on the other side, and that's where I'm going to stuff it at. Now, the hole that I have on the back side here is actually bigger than you really need, but this was a piece of fabric that I had that I wanted to use up, so I just decided to use this up today for the little pumpkin that I'm going to have my Scarecrow hat setting on top of. And once I get that gathered, I'm just kind of pulling the threads through there to kind of lock everything in. And then I'm going to grab that pillow stuffing and I'm just going to start stuffing this full. And then once we get this full, I'm just going to take some rope twine and just tie around in different directions. But I'm going to stitch up this hole now that I've got it stuffed. And you can tell that hole is really too big, but that's okay because in this design, I'm going to be setting that big hat right on top. Now I'm going to start going in with the twine, and I'm just going to tie one across the side and then the other side. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to help this kind of gather up to look like those little humps on a pumpkin. And like I said, this one does not have to be perfect. You just want to have that overall shape of the pumpkin underneath because the hat is going to be covering up most of this. Now, I picked up this hat at Dollar Tree, and believe it or not, this is just an 18 by 18 inch quilt square piece of fabric from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take this one little piece of fabric and make it completely cover the hat. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to cut it into strips, and that's why I'm kind of measuring it around to see how big I'm going to need that strip to be. But everyone, this turned out really cute. And I was going to do it kind of similar to the little Scarecrow boots, but they only had this one piece of fabric. But I'm really kind of glad because I love the colors that I put on the boots. Now you can see how I'm kind of placing that fabric around. I just want to make sure it's going to cover. Now we're going to do something really fun. We're going to take some more of that hula skirt, and I'm going to cut this little strips of hay, we'll call it. And I'm just going to glue those on the top rim of the hat. And then we're going to put the fabric over top of it. And that way it's going to look like this little hay is poking out from the Scarecrow's hat. This could not have been cuter, everyone. Love how this turned out. So I love these today. I hope that you're enjoying them. And you'll have to let me know if you're going to give any of these a try. Now you can see I'm just gluing that right on top of there. And this is a technique that I used a lot. I used to make dolls years ago, and I do have some dolls that I am going to make for you. And I can make some really beautiful dolls out of really simple things, and I really think you'll enjoy those. So let me know if that's something else that you would like to see. Now make sure you put quite a bit of glue right there to hold that fabric down. And you see, as you twist and kind of bend the fabric, it really fits perfectly. And if it doesn't go quite all the way, you're going to be putting some greenery and some florals on there. Now we're going to trim off our little bit of straw. And there we go. That is so cute, everyone. I love how this turned out. Now what we're going to do to cover the top part of the hat is I'm going to take that remaining piece of fabric, and you'll see how I'm just kind of placing it and trying to find a center point. And then we're going to take a little bit more of the pillow stuffing, just gently raise that up just a little bit. And you could really just glue this on however you can fold the fabric to make it fit, because keep in mind, it's a scarecrow hat, so it's supposed to be a little messy and not perfect. But what I like to do is just get it in the center, then just kind of glue down one side, come over, glue down the other side, and then we're going to kind of just fold in the edges of the two sides that are left and just kind of shape them around until you can kind of make the shape of a hat, and it works out perfect. And you can kind of glue your fabric underneath and just move it and twist it. And if you have any raw edges showing, you can just cover those up with a little more straw or greenery. And you can see how easy it was to cover this hat with that one little piece of fabric. So this one's definitely a budget-friendly DIY. I think all of these were definitely budget-friendly DIYs today. Now what really makes these little hats is once you start adding all of your little accents. So I pulled out this little piece of, I think this might have been a piece off one of the other hats from Dollar Tree. And I just wanted to use that as kind of a band going around, kind of like it would be ribbon. And I just glued that down, and then I'll be adding some florals to this and a little bit of greenery. And then I always kind of think of rope being on here for the scarecrow. So we are going to take some of that really thick rope twine from Dollar Tree and just kind of putting it around the rim part of the hat there. And that really makes this design look pretty cute. But everyone, while you're watching me finish up our little scarecrow hat, once again, I just want to thank all of you that have been subscribing to my channel, and thank all of you that have been with me a while watching my videos. And I am getting really close to the 10,000 subscribers, and I am going to do that giveaway for you when I reach that. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you do so. You do need to be subscribed when I do the giveaway. And also, let me know if you are enjoying the content that I have been creating on the videos that I have been doing lately. I really would like to know your thoughts on that, and if there's something else that you would like to see me create. Now, I'm finishing up my last little piece of rope, and I think we're going to add just a few little more accents to this. I think I took some little paper flowers and a little more straw, but you can see how adorable this little pumpkin looks sitting on there. Now, I did something on this where I kind of glued my hat down to the pumpkin, and then I kind of bent it a little bit, almost to look like the edge of the hat was just kind of raised up a little bit. And I thought that one made it look really cute. Oh, and I did have the little hello fall sign, and I've not been using a lot of words this year, but I decided to pop that on there. But everyone, look how adorable this little scarecrow hat is. It could not be cuter. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's videos, and if so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon.